Alright, so today we are going to be trying something a little bit different from what I usually do today. Since Argenti has recently released, we are going to be showcasing him in 3 different teams just to show you the comparison of his damage and how he fares with other teammates that not are just all 5 stars. Now, of course, the first team we are going to be rocking with is going to be 5-star heavy, because that will be the premium team we're going to be showcasing off first. And then we're going to go into the more budget teams. We're going to go into teams that just have Bronya and then 4 stars. And then we're going to just have teams that have only 4 stars, not having Bronya, just because, of course, everyone doesn't have her. So today we are going to be rocking for our first team, which is the more premium heavy team. Is going to be Argenti, Tingyun, Bronya, and REHOO. Now, this might not be the very best team, but this will help him spam his ultimate like crazy. He will be able to do a fat ton of damage having this team because of Tingyun and REHOO. And then, of course, Bronya is there for the skill advance and also for the crit damage boost and damage dealt boost. So we have a lot of really cool stuff when it comes to these characters that we have right now. Of course, REHOO, Bronya, and also Argenti do have their signatures. So yeah, this is a very premium, a very 5-star heavy team. We will go into more budget options as we progress through the MOC and we see how they stack up against each other. So we're going to go ahead and start the MOC with this more premium heavy team. I will show the builds at the end. I hope I remember to do that. But let's go ahead and start off this first run. Of course, we're going to do all the techniques that we need to do. Okay, so there are a couple of things I do want to preface before we start this. One thing is that we do have to remember that there are going to be a lot of physical units in this MOC at the current moment, because it is going to be favored towards Argenti. And I do think the next cycle as well will be more centered towards Argenti as well. So we do have to remember that as a, preface, that we are going to see some skewed results when it comes to how he's going to be doing in the game. We also have to remember that he will be doing lower damage at the current moment because he might not crit, because he still has to stack off his talent when it comes to hitting multiple enemies. So right now we're sitting at 65, 196, and we're going to see that creep up higher and higher. Now, of course, whatever I do in this run, make sure not to, I guess you say, go down on me too crazy, because if I make mistakes, that's just how it's going to be. I'm not the very best player in the game, but I try my best to make it to where it needs to be. So we're going to go ahead and buff up Argenti as much as he possibly can be. I think we can get the ult off and probably see how much damage you can pull off of it. That is 74k already. And a lot of the mobs are thinned out. So this is going to leave us some damage to do on the full wave for his enhanced ult. Ooh, 328k. Okay, that's insane. He turned that wave inside out. Holy crap. Now, this team is very skill point friendly, just because of how fast these characters are. And I do think that, honestly, waiting for Bronya to buff up Argenti, we're going to get more damage out of it. Now, we are going to get the skill break. So that is really nice. And I think he's going to die from the MOC thing. That is also something you want to make sure that you notice from this MOC run, is that we will have that little thing helping us out from time to time. So don't forget that that's also a thing that we're going to be encountering when we are looking at the MOC runs that we're going to be doing with these 3 different teams. Now, I'm not 100% sure what they're going to be doing. We're going to go ahead and buff out Argenti. Argenti is... I want to... we're going to skill here. And then we're going to buff up like crazy Argenti. Oh, but he doesn't... Dang. I don't have any... Oh, actually, I do. I'm going to use the Bronya ult, and I should get a skill point back. There's that. And then Argenti could quite literally just use ult right now, because I can't really use anything else in terms of ults so that they benefit. 260k, and wow, that did a lot of damage. Holy crap. So let's go ahead and give Argenti back some energy, and then that way we can use REHOO's ult to give everyone energy. You have to really play around really weirdly when it comes to using Argenti's ult and all the other ults when you have REHOO and Tingyun, because you really don't want to waste the bits of energy that you can pull off. And he is doing pretty sizable damage right now. They haven't really gotten a chance to do anything. And as you can see, this team is very skill point hungry, even with very fast units like I have at the current moment. Now, I do think I can get this ult off really quickly to get the full enhanced ult, and I did, which is really nice. I think they might all be gone from this. I know I'm getting the shield break on the other guy. Ooh, that is nasty. He just absolutely destroyed Japard in that bug. That is insane. Or not the bug, but it was the, the little horseman. So that was the premium team. Now we're going to shift to using Hanya and Bronya, and we're going to be using a 4-star healer. So let me go ahead and set that up. Okay, now we're moving on to the next progression when it comes to the more budget friendly teams. Now we're going to be using Argenti with Hanya, who was the 4-star that is on the banner with them. So a lot of you probably got Hanya A lot of probably you got copies of her while you were trying to get Argenti, so this is very realistic to have. And then we also are going to be putting Bronya on the team as well. Again, another staple, just a character that is very well with them. Don't worry, if you don't have Bronya, we are going to be doing a team without her in a second, so that we can, you know, show off how he can do without her, so that we can just show a more budget friendly team. Because I know a lot of people say they don't have Bronya, so we are going to showcase the team without her in a second. But today we are going to be using Hanya and showcasing her as well. And I did opt in to use Planetary Rendezvous just because of the damage dealt bonus that we are going to be getting for Hanya and Argenti sharing a typing. So it's going to be really fun to have, especially because we got to remember that since we are going to be very skill point hungry with Argenti, having this skill point regeneration on her skill is going to be very nice. And we also are going to be buffing speed and attack with her ultimate, and also inflicting more damage onto whoever has burden. So this is going to be very nice, and also my first time using Hanya, so this is going to be very fun. I do have Eidolons for her, but I have not activated them just for this showcase. So let's go ahead and see how we fare with the more budget friendly team. And I did just slap on a lot of my relics for REHOO onto Link, so that was her original set beforehand, so you know, that's just gonna have to be how it is. We're gonna spam our stuff. I don't know if Hanya's is an attack. It is an attack. I did not know that. So oh well. Now the good thing, oh wow, the breaks that happen immediately. So the good thing that we have here is that since Argenti does hit the whole wave, we don't really have to work. Am I gonna get like a fat ton of skill points from this? I think I am. What happens if I reapply to someone? Do I just lose it? Oh no, it carries over. Okay, that's cool. So the good thing that we have when it comes to using Argenti on this type of team is that with hitting the full wave, and man, that hit really hard. With hitting the full wave, we don't really have to worry as much in regards to proccing Hanya's skill. So we're just always going to get that extra skill point off when it comes to her effect. I don't think we need to necessarily heal anyone right now. Yo, this team is very, very skill point like friendly. Holy crap. Like, dang. I'm up, like about to cap out, and I really did. Now we're doing this. We're going to use the ult as well. That was 45k, which is really nice. We're going to shield break a couple more. Boom, 203k, and wow, that hit like a truck. And holy crap, is the skill point regeneration insane on this. Now, I do want to say right now that the fact that he's by himself, we're not going to be doing a lot of damage, and that really did help us out. I really wish this MOC didn't have something as strong as what we just saw, because as you can see, Argenti's single target damage isn't really crazy unless you're going to be using his ultimate. So that is something you do want to make note of as well. We're going to reapply burden. And then we are going to not only... Actually, we're going to skill. I kind of don't want to waste it now that I think about it. Having Hanya's ult and Bronya's, I really don't want to waste it on this one dude. But yeah, you can really see that the damage isn't really stacking up to be what we need. When it comes to going, look at that, 4 skill points is insane. But yeah, this MOC buff is helping us a little bit too much, in my honest opinion. You can really see that Argenti is really lacking in single target damage when it comes to not having his ultimate, even when he's buffed up with a couple of things. And he currently at the moment has what, maybe like 196 crit damage with 90% crit rate. He's not hitting very hard. He has level 8 talent on his skill and level 10 talent on his actual talent and level 8 on his ultimate. Yeah, the skill just isn't going to be hitting hard no matter what. It doesn't matter what type of team you're using. So that's also saying that we have Planetary Rendezvous on Hanya as well. So yeah, a couple of things you want to make note of when you're looking at this team. I am going to panic kill because holy crap, that Japar just smacked up Bronya. But as you can see, Lynx is amazing. Lynx is absolutely crazy. Now you do want to apply this on whoever has the most health, and dang, that did a lot of damage. What the world? Okay, so what we're going to do here is skill 20k. As you can see, not really the best thing in the world. We're going to use the skill with Argenti. We're going to pop Hanya's ult on him to get that speed and attack increase, which I want to see how much speed he's actually getting from this, which would be kind of interesting. He's getting around what? I wouldn't want to, I really don't know how much speed he got from that. Can I see it from here? I don't think so. It's not going to tell me, which sucks. Oh, 29 speed points. Holy crap. That's insane. I just gave Argenti 29 speed. She can show some promise. I might actually make a showcase on her solely with a bunch of other teams. Let me know if you want to see that in the comments below. And make sure you leave a like as well. So let's go ahead. We're going to also pop Bronya's ult as well. We should get a fat ton of damage from this. And I mean an insane amount of damage. We're going to go ahead and pop the ult. I mean, pop the skill. 52k. And then we're going to pop the ult. Let's see how much damage we're going to be doing with this one. 320k exact. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool we got that. Let me go ahead and heal Argenti because I really don't want him to die. And then we can just go ahead and try to pop this dude's shield. I want to see if we can possibly get that. Again. Oh, wow. Okay, that's going to suck. Not going to lie. Again, really cool that with Argenti, he really shines with Hanya just because he's always going to be able to proc that skill point regeneration, which is really nice. I think this is a good situation where you would use ult just because I can literally shield break everyone right now with this. Wow, that did a lot of damage. And again, with the MOC buff, like really saving. I really wished it wasn't that strong in all honesty. But overall, got the job done. Did it pretty well. I do think we spent maybe 2 more turns. I don't know if I could have played it any better. But 2 more turns on this. Still very possible to be MOC with a more budget-friendly team. Now let's go ahead and make it even more budget-friendly by not adding Bronya to the equation. Now I know this isn't the best Argenti team, but I do want to preface that he could work without Tingyun or other energy resources if that's going to hold you back from getting Argenti. We are going to be using Hanya, which again is a character on his banner. Very reasonable to say that you might get her during your summons. And then we're also going to use Pella because Pella is going to give us that AoE defense shred that we're looking for when it comes to his ult and his skill. And this could play very well, especially if you're coupling, you know, the defense shred on the main enemy with the resolution shines. And then you're also going to be getting more defense shred from the ultimate as well. So there's a lot of really good things that play into this. There's going to be a much more friendly team to talk about when it comes to the value because Lynx is on the team, or Lynx is on the banner. Hanya's on the banner, and then you also have Pella, which, you know, I think you could get her very easily if you just wait for her to come on a banner. I'm not sure if she's free. I don't remember. It's been a very long time since this game came out, but this is the more budget-friendly team. All of them are using 4-star light cones, planetary rendezvous, resolution shines. She has the Bailu light cone, but in all honesty, you could probably switch that out for other ones. There are really good abundance light cones in this game. You don't really have to worry about this, to be honest. But let's go ahead and talk about this team and use this team and see how they fare with this current MOC. Again, I wish the buff from this MOC wasn't as insane, but we're just going to have to live with it for what we have right now. And we're going to use Hanya, get those shield breaks, get that extra damage in real quick. I do think Hanya's a pretty fun unit. She really makes the team Omega skill point friendly, which is kind of nice in my honest opinion. I think that's really cool. And again, I don't really have to use skill points. This team is too skill point friendly. Okay, hold up. This team is a little too skill point friendly. I don't really want to hit the main enemy because I don't want to trigger the skill points right now. Holy crap. Yeah, Hanya's insane. Now that I look at it, Hanya's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. So let's go ahead and see what we can do with this team. Let's see if we can beat it in the same amount of turns that we did the Bronya team. I'm just going to go ahead and heal Hanya, but I kind of didn't have a reason to. Shoot. This team is a little too... God dang! How slow is Argenti? We're going to panic kill right now. Argenti is Omega slow. I'm not going to lie to you. You might have to opt in for some speed boots if you are going to be playing with a team like this, because holy crap, that took quite a minute. I'm not going to lie. We're going to go ahead and hyper buff Argenti with having the Hanya ult on him, having Pella's shred on him, on the enemies, and then we're also going to use Argenti's ult as well. You probably would want, you know, Eidolon out Tingyun. Ooh, 325k. Holy crap. You would probably want a 13. Okay, so the only thing with this team, very, very skill point friendly. You really don't ever have to use it. I think having Tingyun on the team would have been really nice to have just because we would have more damage. But other than that, I think we can get the job done for sure. I can say that 1000%. We can definitely get the job done. And this is with like all 4 stars. And 2 of these 4 stars on this team are from the banner itself. So that's a pretty good thing to note. I'm going to panic heal just because I don't want Pella to get like one shot or something. But right now, yeah, we're looking pretty good in terms of... skill point usage and also the damage that we're doing. Again, I'm a Pella ult to get that extra damage in for Argenti. For the little times that he does hit without Bronya, I'm not going to lie. 35k. Ugh. All right, let's keep on healing because we don't want these guys to die. We have around 2 more turns before we fall into the territory of what we were in before. I'm gonna go ahead and apply Burden on Japard. We're gonna add that defense shred. Wish that didn't hit for so hard, not gonna lie. We're gonna hyper buff Argenti with the Hanya ult. I think he should be able to get skill from this. And then we ult. Bam, 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 boom. Ooh. Yo, Argenti does damage, bro. Oh, I should have healed. I'm not gonna lie. Uh-oh. I should have healed. Argenti does damage. I'm not gonna lie. Holy crap, that's insane. Now, if Hanya dies here, that is completely my fault. I'm hoping he hits. Okay, chill it out. No. Okay. Okay, good. I didn't want him to hit Hanya, but as you can see, we easily get this done with a very budget-friendly team. The only thing is that Argenti does have his signature light cone, and that the MOC buff is very strong at the current moment. I wish it wasn't as crazy, but you can see that we did decimate Japard already, and we should be on our way to finishing this up very quickly. Overall, Hanya is a little too cracked in terms of the skill points that she generates. If you make a fast enough Hanya, she will be able to come around non-stop, giving your team a very generous amount of skill points. We are going to use the regular ultimate, and we should be at that point where Hanya can break. Boom. We're going to see if we can bump up Argenti like a little bit farther, because we do get that speed boost from Hanya's buff. Didn't really put us where we wanted to be, not gonna lie, and he should be dead from this. So as you can see, these were the 3 teams that we did showcase off with Argenti, varying in budget sizes when it comes to all 5 stars to 1 5-star being Bronya, and then the other team, which is this one, being very budget friendly, being characters mostly on his banner with Hanya and Lynx. As you can see, you can easily get MOC done with Argenti. He is very, very strong. I do want to say that sadly, his damage when it comes to without using his ult is very lackluster, especially if you're only going against 2 enemies or 1 enemy. His skill really doesn't do a lot of damage, and for my skill to be level 8, it's kind of despairing. As you can see, it's only a 105% scaling, which isn't too high. I did max out the talent because it does give him the crit rate, which is very, very nice. This gives you an extra 25% crit rate, very strong. And then other than that, you are also going to be getting the ultimate, which you really want to level up because this does the big bulk of the damage. I do it at level 8. And what his relics are going to be is Inner Cell Soto for the ultimate damage. And then you also are getting the Champion of Streetwise Boxing, which is the physical damage. And you get the stacking attack, which is really nice for him. Tingyun is a very great unit to be able to pair up with him, just because you are going to be spamming the ult on top of the energy usage that he already needs. Bronya by far is probably one of the better units to pair with Argenti. As always, every character wants Bronya on their team, but Argenti definitely wants it for sure if you're not going to opt in for speed boots, because he just takes forever to go in without the supports. That supports kind of lap him like 3 times before Argenti gets his go. So you do really want to have either Bronya on the team or Tingyun with the Eidolons to be able to boost up his speed a little bit more, because Hanya's speed buff isn't the craziest. But as you can see, Hanya's pretty cracked, Argenti's pretty cracked. He's an overall amazing character, but lacks the single target to 2 target damage when he doesn't have his ult up. But when he does get his ult up, it is absolutely destructive. So other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see some more showcases on Argenti or with Hanya with other units, because I think Hanya is super cracked. Oh my god, how many skill points that she generates. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next one, and peace.